Alright folks, I think we're back, and I think we're just about to get started. It's just after 9:30, so I'm going to flip the camera around, and now we should be able to hear it all get started. I just need to open this just a little bit further. There we go. Welcome back everybody, and I've also got a mini tripod for the camera, so it's just a lot easier to hold, because I was getting sore wrists holding my phone the way I was. So hopefully this should be a good show, and I'm hoping that from this distance it turns out pretty good. So all the action is going to be taking place over there, so this is what we're looking forward to. So hopefully it should be a lot of fun. In the last part earlier we had I think nearly 30 people, so it'd be really cool if we could get that similar kind of numbers coming on for this part. So hopefully things will be getting started soon. Now there's going to be some things that we just won't see, like the waterfall, for example, the firework waterfall. We won't see that because that is over kind of like the wall of the castle, so we're unlikely to see that. But certainly some of the more airborne activity we should certainly see. So we've got 8 people here. Hopefully a lot more of you are going to come back, which would be great. Had I realised that the fireworks didn't really get started until now, I would have only done one show. But anyway, it is what it is. And certainly if I do this again, I have learned. So alrighty, hopefully we will see some action very, very shortly. It's gone considerably darker just in the last few minutes, so this should be very, very cool. It's a beautiful sunset away over there, and actually we've got really pretty clear skies for a little bit of cloud, but not much, so it should be very, very cool. And I think what we can see just flashing away at over the city there is a helicopter. Pretty sure about that. So I'm supposing if they film this, and I think they sometimes do, they sometimes have a helicopter, a camera helicopter overhead where they film it. So I'm thinking that certainly might happen. We got 19 people here. That's very cool. I'm just swapping hands. This is actually a little bit awkward, the little position I'm in, so. But there we go, and we are started. And I'm going to try and get a better angle if I can. Yes, hello again, I'm back. I don't know how good this is going to be, but from this angle this should be. And the little voice you can hear, that's my son. There we go. I'll try and zoom in if I can, but it might be a bit grainy. That is incredibly beautiful, folks. Unfortunately, the grainy image doesn't do it nearly justice. And unfortunately, this is the best I can do. I wish it was better. But this is amazing. The colours are incredibly vibrant. Why am I not out there though? Because it's sold out. It's sold out in about half an hour, and the server was really, really slow for getting the tickets online. And so, no, there was no way that I could go, unfortunately. And it's a school night as well, so you know it'd be very, very late home for the kids when they have to be in school in the morning. So tickets to sit in the pavilion. Yeah, it's not really a pavilion. It's Princess Street Gardens, and you'd be very, very up close and personal to the orchestra and to kind of like a lot of the action as well. So yeah, it does. There is a price to pay because it costs a lot of money to put on these fireworks every year. So it used to be RBS Bank that used to sponsor the festival fireworks and the bonfire night fireworks and the New Year's fireworks, but I think it is now Virgin Money that sponsor it. But these colours are amazing. Yes, it is still a gorgeous view, Sheila. You're absolutely right. No, we're not on the Braids Hills. The Braids Hills are over. You're not going to be able to. Yeah, my finger's way too in the way. Yeah, I'm zoomed in, so it's hard to. Yeah, the Braids Hills are to the left of me, I think. We're in the Inch is where we are. Sort of near the Liberton area of southeast Edinburgh. You know it well, yeah? Yeah, this is my we moved in to this street on July 11th. We had been living up to the right of where we are just now. About sort of 5 or so minute walk down the road from here on Gilmerton Road. As you can see by watching the cloud move, it's a fairly strong wind here tonight. Strong breeze, but still not so strong that fireworks will be blown off course. Motorbike. There you go. So now they'll be setting up for the next section, which will take them just a few minutes. and then they'll get into the next section of the program. I imagine that that was the West Side Story, Leonard Bernstein section that they just did. So these fireworks are choreographed to the music. So I imagine that's what we saw just then. And I believe next up is Holst the Planets. And I believe they're doing 4 of the 9 movements. So this should be really good. I think they're doing Mars, Neptune, no, not Neptune. I think they're doing Mars, Saturn, Venus, and I can't remember the 4th one that they're going to do. But the Mars one should be spectacular because the Mars one is the bringer of war and tends to be just pretty much one dynamic the whole way through, which is just loud. So it's, yeah, pretty much the Mars movement. If you're familiar with Holst the Planets, the Mars movement is pretty much the orchestral equivalent of heavy metal. Lorraine is in Preston Pans and you can hear it from home. Wow, well that's great. I'm going to see if I can recenter this now, if I can remember how to do it. No, that's the wrong way. There we go. That's better. So it's a little bit less grainy whilst we wait for the next bit. Preston Pans is nice. Quite often go down to the beach, down that way. And Portobello and Musselburgh and Joppa and all of that. So I imagine you, if you have the wind in the right direction, you could hear this really well. Andy Fairbanks says, "You're boring, roll on the fireworks." Yeah, exactly. Roll on the fireworks. We don't want to hear me talking. But since this is Johnny Lipson Studios channel, and that's me, and this is essentially a music channel, this is a one-off thing, and so to keep it kind of related, thought I would talk about Holst the Planets, which is what is going to be next. If Shake says, "Nice to meet you too." And you live in Edinburgh as well, that's awesome. Thanks for your comments. It's Keek says, "Why not on TV if it is? What channel?" I have no idea. I don't know whether they broadcast this live or not. Not got a Scooby-Doo of a clue. Okay, and we're back to the fireworks. I think I've zoomed in too much. There we go. That's a bit better. Yep, if you find out what channel is on the telly, go post it in the chat here, let us all know. Sky News. Okay, go watch Sky News then. You don't have to watch this grainy picture from my particular vantage point if you don't want to. That's fine. If you'd rather watch it on Sky News, that's fine. Dee says, "Thanks for this, but the US Open is on and Venus Williams is..." I missed that, it started to fade away. And Venus Williams is playing. Yeah, go watch Venus Williams. Venus Williams is awesome. Who's she playing, by the way? I'd love to know who Venus is playing. I do like some tennis. Ibis Sheikh says, "I just found your channel." Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that you found my channel, and I hope you like the content that is on here. Go check out the rest of my videos if you're into music and music production. Andy Fairbanks says, "Scotland's the best in the world." Absolutely. It's not on TV, how stupid. Yeah, I agree. Should be. Wow, beautiful rings. Laura Gowan says, say hi to my boyfriend Jarno watching in Finland. Jarno, if you're watching in Finland, hello, and I hope you're enjoying it. Is it Jarno or Jarno? I'm not really sure. I don't normally do shout-outs, so you're the first, I think. Alright, I imagine they're setting up for the next section. One of the things I used to do when I was at university was pyrotechnics. My university down in London, Middlesex University, had their own pyrotechnics team for doing fireworks and that kind of stuff, so I was on their pyro team, so it's good fun. So I kind of know a little bit about what's involved, but certainly not on this scale. Yeah, so stupid they don't put it on the telly. I quite agree. Something like the Edinburgh Festival fireworks should be on the telly. Your channel is IBS Shake. Okay, great, thank you. I'll go take a look when we're all done here. Lorraine McCutcheon agrees. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, this is something that STV should be broadcasting, or BBC Scotland. You're in Gorebridge and I can't see or hear anything. Okay. Well, you know, it's a bit of a grainy image, but I hope it's given you at least some ability to enjoy the Edinburgh Festival fireworks. And I know that I have, among my subscribers, a lot of folks. Oh, Venus is playing as Svetlana Kutsnova. Oh, that should be a good matchup. Did you know Edinburgh Castle has been captured 3 times? But I'm lucky I've captured my wife's heart once. Oh, well, that's a wonderful thing to say, Andy. Yes, I did know that Edinburgh Castle had been captured 3 times. Yeah, Edinburgh has been through a tumultuous history. Now, what we can just about make out, the kind of blob that you can see, I think this is the world-famous waterfall, firework waterfall, which we're not really going to be able to see, unfortunately, from here. Is it in Princes Street? Princes Street is a great vantage point for it because the castle is like pretty much right there. Sean and Laura here, says Laura. Well, good to see you both. So yeah, this is the point where they have the world famous waterfall, which I believe is something like 177 feet long of pure fireworks. And I saw this a couple of years ago when we did manage to get tickets to Princes Street Gardens to watch it, and it was breathtaking. Why has it stopped? Yeah, they kind of... there are some lower level fireworks which from up here and this far away we're not going to be able to see because they'll be taking place down in the castle grounds. So we're going to have to wait for the more kind of airborne action. Plus they also have to take a couple of minutes to set everything up for each section. So it'll have just taken a little pause. So we've got about 46 people in here, and I think that is a record for a live stream on my channel. Whatever happened to it being on BBC4? I have no idea. I didn't even know that the BBC had any plans of any description to carry the Edinburgh Festival fireworks. Somebody should have. Yeah, it's not, and it should be. I mean, this is something BBC Scotland or STV should be broadcasting. But they're not, for whatever reason, and I think it's silly. Okay, here we go. Wow. Yes, it should have been broadcast from Arthur's Seat. Yeah, absolutely. With good high resolution TV cameras, this would have been gorgeous. I agree. The thing is, because it's choreographed to music, it's probably best watched when you're able to hear the music to go with it. So, you know, maybe having multiple cameras on Arthur's Seat, cameras on Craigmillar Castle, the Braid Hills, as well as down in the gardens. Kadir asks, am I in Iraq? No, this is not Iraq, this is the Edinburgh Festival Fireworks. That's going to be a hilarious question of the night. Edinburgh is so stunning and I've lived here all my life. Yes, Andy, Edinburgh is the most beautiful city I think I've ever lived in. And I've lived in a few cities, and this one is definitely the best. Oh, nearly dropped the camera. Wow, this is spectacular, folks. We needed some pipes and then I'm home. Yeah, absolutely. I believe it's the Scottish National Chamber Orchestra that are playing down in Princes Street Gardens. Now, I have to let you know, folks, that my low battery warning has just come up, so we may well be ending this a little bit prematurely, I'm afraid. We have been going for about 25 minutes. And I at least wanted to capture some of what it is like to check out the Edinburgh Festival fireworks. But I'm going to try and stay on for as long as I can. Hi Raina, good to see you, buddy. Kadir says your city is being bombed. No, it isn't. And Andy says, no problem, come round my house. Yeah, that's very kind of you, mate, but unfortunately, no can do on this particular occasion. Yeah, the fireworks are awesome, Raina. It's the largest fireworks concert of its kind in the whole world. Something like 400,000 fireworks are launched, which is the equivalent, I think, to about 4 tons of explosives. Brian L says Edinburgh. Where's that? Edinburgh, Scotland, my friend. And we've gone through the 50 viewers barrier. That's awesome. You just peaked at 52, which is great. I think it's the most I've ever had on any live stream that I've ever done. Where am I filming from? I'm filming from the Liverton area. And you're in Bonnyrigg. Yeah, I like Bonnyrigg. Not too far away from here, actually. Liverton thought it was Edinburgh. Yeah, Liverton is part of Edinburgh. Yep, so I am in the Liverton area of southeast Edinburgh. And you can see your home. That's amazing, isn't it? You go on somebody's YouTube channel and you can see your own home. Alright folks, I'm going to have to end it there because my battery is about to die, which means our broadcast will be abruptly terminated, and that would not be very kind. So yeah, we're near the inch. Yep. Yeah, I guess you could say this is the inch, which is alright. So thanks very much to all 52 of you who have been on and had a watch of the festival fireworks in Edinburgh 2018. Hopefully next year I will be able to get up close and personal to the fireworks and we'll be able to hear the music and everything else. So that would be my my aim for next year. But thank you everybody for watching, and if you are not already a subscriber to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification button, especially if you are into music production and recording and mixing and mastering your music, because that's what this channel is primarily about. So this is a one-off. Yes, it is on until about 10:15, I believe. But my battery's going to run out before then, so I'm going to have to end it here, folks, because I've got about 3% of battery left. So I do apologize, I'm going to have to end this early, but streaming has absolutely run the juice out of my battery. So so this is it, folks. Edinburgh Festival Fireworks 2018. I hope you've enjoyed this grainy image. Now I'm going to try and center this back. There we go. Thank gosh for that. Used to stay at Liverton. Liverton's alright, nothing too bad about it. I lived in Peckham in southeast London about 12 or 13 years ago. So, and this is nothing compared to Peckham, believe me. Put it on charge. Yeah, then you wouldn't be able to see the fireworks. Thanks a lot for watching, folks, and special thanks to Andy as well. Alright guys, take care, and I will see you on the next video, and we'll be back to music production stuff. Alright, good night.